What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Welcome back to another video. Now, I know I didn't make a video yesterday, and honestly, the videos the day before didn't kind of reflect on exactly what was happening in the market because during the morning when I recorded those videos, the market wasn't really as negative as we saw it. But later in the day, not yesterday, the day before, we saw things start to take a turn, right? And while it was negative at that time, it just wasn't as negative, right? It looked like it was more flat than negative, and then things started to hit another level of negativity. We saw a lot of things that have dropped. We saw, I saw AVAX. One that I was looking at heavily was like AVAX and Ethereum and a lot of other plays that are in the top of the crypto market, and honestly took a little bit of a dive. And I didn't really expect it. I want to go through what my thoughts were after I go through what has happened within the market. I want to go through exactly what my thoughts were and as to, when it was happening, why it was happening, all of those different types of things. And then I also want to get into, some trading at the end, some leverage trading as well, just to go into that portfolio. But guys, if you could, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to get started in leverage trading, you can utilize MargX. The link is down below, where you can start leverage trading up to a 50 or up to a 100x leverage overall. You can also do 50x leverage. You can do 5x leverages. You can trade as little as $1 if you want to, kind of to get started. So feel free to check out my link for MargX in the description. It'll be at the top of the description. But like I said, the markets for the last couple of days haven't really looked great. We saw it go from a $2.4 trillion market cap all the way down to where we are now, which is a $2.2 trillion market cap, dropping by over, or close to, if not actually over, $200 billion. That's a lot of money to drop off. Obviously, we've seen further drops before, but we didn't really expect this. Especially after not seeing any type of a major push for the Ethereum ETF. With Bitcoin, it was completely different, right? You saw Bitcoin, the ETF came about, the trading came about, and it skyrocketed from like 40 to 60,000 or something like that. Like it ended up pushing up a lot. And after it pushed up a lot, and you saw a lot of other things that moved, you saw that the market started to come back down, right? You saw, I believe it was Grayscale that was selling a lot of BTC and all of that. And it was because of the fact that you had those connections and you had that push is the reason why it did fall. And it came back down to like 40,000. Like it came back down a very, very low amount. But then you saw things start to pick up again. But the reaction within that window was the fact that we saw a run and we saw a pullback. With Ethereum ETF, we did not see that run, right? We didn't see Ethereum really rise anything. If not, it actually decreased during that time period. It was like 3,500, decreased down to 34, 3,300, and then kind of stayed flat there until we saw it go up to 3,400 again and then dive. And it actually dived all the way down to about 2,900. So yeah, we saw a little bit of a hit, even though we didn't see that push up, which was something that I did not expect at all. I was like, we're probably going to see a run. And anybody that asked me, I said, we're probably going to see a run before we see a major pullback. But lo and behold, we end up seeing that pullback before we see a major run, which I didn't really expect to see. We were already at a lower level compared to the highs. It just didn't make sense to me. However, now certain positions are reaching a 52-week low, which after seeing the level of increase that we did see, during this year, it kind of doesn't make sense to me why we would see the same prices we did in November and September of last year. Like that's crazy to me, right? But anything can happen. We know that the crypto market is very volatile and it's based on those reactions. So anyways, the market currently stands again at a $2.2 trillion market cap. It's down by 4.6%. And what you're noticing is that a lot of altcoins are actually seeing or taking more of the hit. While we were at a 54% Bitcoin dominance, we're now at a 55.43% Bitcoin dominance. So Bitcoin's dominance has been steadily rising over these last couple of days because Bitcoin has kind of remained steady, even though it has decreased from like 65, I believe, down to 60 and then back up to where we are 62. But you're seeing a lot of other things take a bigger hit, like Ethereum. They just had their ETFs that launched, and you're talking about 5.2% that decreased. BNB 5.8%, Solana 7.8%. XRP is actually down by 1% the last day. That actually, from the level of 65 cents and the growth that it did have, it's still phenomenal where it has been, but some things are down by 18% over the last 7 days. Dogecoin, 4%, 16% for the last 7 days. You see Cardano, you see some bigger droppers, some bigger losers in the last day. You have Flow, you have Dog with Hat, you have AIOZ network that's sitting down 10%. On Do, you have Brett, you have Beam that's down quite a bit, Internet Computer that's down quite a bit, and all of that, right? Let's look at some things that are gaining the most in the last 24 hours. Not really many, right? You see major losses, not really major gainers within the last 24 hours, the last 7 days. Dog with Hat is down by 35% over the last 7 days. It seems like some meme coins are getting hit pretty hard. It seems like Solana meme coins, because of the way that Solana is moving, that's the reason why, I would assume. But the market doesn't really look fantastic. However, if you are getting interested in investing into crypto, this honestly may be the time period where you're like, this is an opportunity to get in. Because at these levels here, yes, it's not the lowest level we've ever seen. Yes, it's not the low level even for these last few months, because we have seen it drop down or dive down, but then it started to pick up as it bounced, and we were like, all right, it picked up a little bit, we're going to go ahead and watch that kind of stair step on the way up. But it's kind of creating more of a double bottom scenario, right? Hitting the low and then increasing and hitting the low again, to where then we could see that W formation and absolutely bounces. But we didn't see all positions go down to those lower levels that it got to, right? I think AVAX, for example, AVAX got to a level of $22 during that massive pullback that we saw before, and then now I think it got down to like $23. So it's not necessarily the low point, but it's like kind of an ascending W, if that makes sense. Now, I did want to take some time to go into my Margex portfolio, just to give you an update. Some people wanted some updates on exactly where things stand right now within the copy trading portfolio. I'll just say it. I'm down on that copy trading portfolio, and the reason why I'm down on it is because right now I'm getting my footing for kind of reversing exactly where things are. I'm continuing adding money though. I'm adding money from traders' equity. But then also trying to get back, not only like emotionally trying to get back that, but set myself up for future success within here, because I want to invest in at lows, but I didn't expect this to be kind of a double low scenario. I thought it would be like, oh, it's picking up and it'll come back and it'll create a higher low and then it'll increase from there. That's what I thought I saw with a lot of things, but no one expected to see a massive pullback before seeing any type of an increase. Now, I've had one position that did get sold for a pretty substantial loss, and we do have a lot of losses that are sitting there. But like I said, I'm getting my footing within it, and it's not necessarily a loss until you absolutely sell the position. And I knew from 100% that I would need to find a way to get that footing 100% down, because I need to flip, I need to reverse it. Right now, it's at a point to where a lot of people are buying high and selling low. And if you stay within that area, you're going to struggle the whole way through, because what you're going to do is you're going to sell low and you're going to think it's going to go lower, and what's going to happen? You're not going to see that eventual gain. So I've been continually buying, continually adding more and more to the table, and I know that we're going to see a ton of success within the copy trading portfolio, within my, just like I did with my normal portfolio. I'm going to show you that now. So in the copy trading portfolio, I actually have 23 positions that are open. I have a lot of positions that are negative, like inherently negative, like hundreds of dollars. And the reason why they are hundreds of dollars is because, again, I'm trying to reverse this situation. I'm trying to reverse where we are. And this is my strategy. Know that I will continue to add money to the portfolio, because I know what I'm doing with this strategy. I've been able to not perfect this strategy, but I've been able to do a decent job with this strategy, especially over here on my main account. Because even though we've seen that drop, I'm still very positive on many different positions because of the fact that I was able to buy at such a low point and then also see those through and how they do move up. So I just wanted to be as transparent as possible. The copy trading portfolio does not look good right now, but I am very, very confident in what strategy I am building because one, I have another $1,000 that's added today, and certain positions look like they may end up hitting like a double low. And if it does, we now have so much room for success because I can now invest more money in at those lower lows and see them flourish at not only a 5x, but honestly do it at a much higher leverage trade with less money, obviously, a much higher leverage trade, and be able to gain more off of a smaller amount like I've done here. So with these areas that I'm at right now, I'm confident that we will see a ton of success. It's just we want to see the altcoin season truly happen, and when that does happen, we know we're gonna have a ton of gains there. But I just wanted to be as transparent as possible. I know there's some people that may not be very confident about strategies or confident in other people's strategies. I'm confident in the strategy that I have built, and I'm able to continually fund it so that we can have that strategy flourish. Because what you could say is, oh, what you need to do is sell that position at a disciplined level. I think in the beginning stages, that's not really the case. It's more of a level to take risk, but also understand how to manage that risk and how to kind of supplement that risk and make it into something a lot bigger, right? Something that could be a lot bigger of a gain. So, anyways, stay tuned for an update on this. You'll see the copy trading portfolio. You'll see my main portfolio, all of that stuff that's there. But I just wanted to, give you guys some information on that. If you are a part of it, stick with it. Know that I'm going to stick with it 100%. We're going to see a lot of success. And right now, the realized, while it was at a realized gain of about $900, is now at a realized loss of like $200 because of everything that has happened in the last couple of days. I didn't expect this much, but I'm trying to find the lowest point so that when I do find the lowest point, I can go at a higher leverage with a smaller amount. Again, this is something that I wanted to be conservative, and people told me to be a little bit less conservative and go with a little bit more risk. And I want to model the way that I'm doing my personal portfolio so that we see a boatload of success going forward. And that's why I have 23 positions that are out there. So anyways, let me know what you think about this. I know some people may think, you know what, this is entirely too risky. And if it is entirely too risky for you, you can either do smaller leverage trades, create stop losses, do whatever you need to do there, which typically I do, but in the beginning, I want to take on that risk. And I will continue to fund things. There's no giving up on this strategy. I added another $1,000 last night, so it should fund today. And if we hit another low today, I will take some of that 1,000 and now put it back into there, and have 25 positions, have 27 positions, and so on and so forth. Well, we'll see how this all plays out. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Check out my link for Margex. I'm gonna get out of here, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.